Welcome back, everyone. I am the Depressed Viewer, and this is Sengoku Gensokyo. What are we doing? Oh, that's right. We got some events we need to take care of. There's the set a feast trap, which is going to lead to a boss fight. Spoiler warning, it's going to lead to a boss fight. And then there's Medicine's Melancholy, which I've never done. Probably because I've never really used Medicine that much. I've used her in like national mode, but there's no events in national mode, so yeah. It doesn't even have any requirements, so let's do it. A field of Suzaran adorned the nameless hill, with Medicine sitting in the middle of it. She stared wordlessly into the distance, occasionally stroking the Suzaran with her hand. Miss Sue, are you feeling good? If you are, then share some of it with me. Having been born from poison, Medicine was essentially like the Suzaran. Whenever she was injured, a rest surrounded by Suzaran would heal her body quickly, but such cures could not heal a broken heart. Why am I feeling so down? Is it because I lost to a human? She questioned herself, but could not figure out any answers. All she was doing was letting time tick away, while playing with the Suzaran at her fingertips. I guess that's part of it, but it feels like there's something different, and I haven't given up on liberating the dolls. Either. Huh? What was that? It was a dull feeling of pain. Something deep inside that tiny chest of hers was hurting. I don't know. What's happening to me, Miss Sue? Please say something. Who knows? Who's that? The voice that responded to her was none other than Yuka. She looked downwards at Medicine, clad in her familiar checkered skirt and holding her usual parasol. Why are you here? Well, you know, you flew off with such a gloom and doom face, it worried me a little. And of course, it wasn't hard to figure out where you would go. I simply followed after you in case you were planning on committing suicide. Who's committing suicide? Oh, you mean me. Aw, why does everyone think I'd do things like that? I see, that's relief then. You're such a bad girl, though. I went to such great pains to cheer you up, and now you're all depressed again. Depressed? Am I depressed? I'm not really sure myself. I feel like I should try to work even harder, but then I get this weird feeling in my chest. You're a doll, aren't you? Wouldn't you be empty inside? That's so rude. I've got my hopes and dreams and Miss Sue all inside me. There we go. You still have hopes and dreams to look forward to, so cheer up. I do, but I don't know. I lost, but I still wanted to make more and more allies, so I joined the humans. Do you hate being with humans? Yuka's question brought a shadow over Madison's expression. Her body seemed to shrink even more than before as she continued to slowly speak her mind. Humans were supposed to be my enemy, but I don't know anymore. Like you, that magician, Alice, was it? She calls herself a doll master and controls so many dolls. At first I thought she was horrible and that I had to save those dolls. But they looked so happy even though they were being controlled. Now I'm not sure of anything anymore. I see. That's good. But that's good, really. You've definitely matured some. Eh? How so? Would you have thought so deeply about that in the past? Back then you were so convinced that the liberation of dolls was righteous and just. Yeah, it was so easy then. But now you're thinking, even arguing with yourself. That is why you feel pain in your chest. Whether that pain can be healed is entirely up to you. How am I supposed to heal it? Being told the answer isn't good enough. You said that you were inexperienced, right? Ever since you became a yokai, you've always been alone. So you need to meet, talk, and feel all the many different types of living beings. Then you may eventually find your answer. I feel better now, thank you. Yes, that's the right attitude. The answer's waiting for you to walk towards it. Yeah. Huh? The pain in my chest stopped. That's even better. There's no need to rush, just take it one step at a time. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But why are you always helping me out? Partly to amuse myself. Eh? That's mean. And the other part? That would be because we're friends, aren't we? I love flowers, after all. Sunflowers or otherwise. Yeah, I love Miss Sue too. But sunflowers? Well, I'll try really hard to like them. I most certainly hope you do. Now let's do our best from now on. Yuka had managed to cheer Medicine up to what she was like before. The feeling of pain and thoughts that occurred to her were things that she never experienced when she lived alone in the Suzaran field. But she had ventured outside of her own will and overcame the obstacle deep in her heart. She had even made friends that would help her. A new world and new possibilities were opening up to her. As long as she holds on to the light in her heart, kept snugly in that tiny body, perhaps the day where the relationship between humans and dolls change may not be too far away. Neat. It didn't even take an action. Amazing. I believe doing that event will make it so Medicine and Yuko will actually get bonuses together, because supposedly they weren't originally. Something to note, if you're playing National Mode, any of those changes to like friendship bonuses or penalties will not happen because there's no events during National Mode. Anyway, that was kind of fun. Let's I've never did that event before, so that was something new. Alright, next step. Let's take a look at our... What do we have right now? Oh, that's right, we don't even have enough to heal everybody right now. Look at how much it costs to heal everybody! Oh, jeez. Alright, let's focus on developing. I'm not going to do the feast yet. I'm not in a condition to do so. What are my options? Okay, buff that up. Don't think I have enough for this one. Nope, not enough. Okay. I'm just short there too. That's annoying. Back. Alright, let's develop someplace else then. That should do it. Oh, I guess I didn't have to. Alright. I don't exactly... Can I actually afford this? No. Don't be silly. If they want to throw the first punch at us, we'll hit back 3 times as hard. That's how it is. Then we accept the war declaration. I see. Master always told me to tell you all to make sure your necks are ready, because they'll be on the line. We then skipped at high speed away from the area. That bunch hasn't learned at all from the incident they caused. We'll just have to put them down again. Yeah. You know, that's how she wants you to react, right? Okay, we're now at war. And we're being attacked. And right now I'm in no condition to fight, so I'm just going to go ahead and let it go through. As much as I would have wanted to declare war, it looks like they got another Prism River sister there. I still can't afford a full heal. Oh great, this again. Sake, another cup, please. Yes, please wait a moment. Ahaha, that kind of sake shouldn't be drank so easily, you know. Ahaha. My, they're certainly excitable. It's not even the season for cherry blossoms yet, they're still having so much fun. Even without cherry blossoms, there are many ways to enjoy all the 4 seasons. For example, you could paint a desolate scene of withered trees in the winter. Maybe we should call the Prism River Orchestra over the next time. Hey, how are you able to sit around here without sweating even a teensy bit? I have a spell card containing the power of an aquatic ghost pasted on my back. Thanks to that, it's cooling wherever I am. Yet another feast was occurring, at the usual place, at the usual shrine with the usual people. It has been a common sight these days to see people all around drinking sake and enjoying themselves. However, one person was the exception, standing away from the feast and looking at everyone with a sour expression. These people. Hey Reimu, come join us already. Why are you with them? Oh, how scary. Are you in a bad mood, perhaps? You must be hungry. I'm sure you'll calm down if you eat something. Do I look like a dog or cat? If you were, I would be sure to take you in. I already have a dog, though. Why did you glance at me, milady? I can't keep dogs or cats around. They'll gnaw away at my dolls. It's too bad, really. I kinda like them. I'll have to pass, too. They'll make a mess of my books, I'm sure. I kinda take care of the flower field, so... Stop messing around. In the end, it was yet another loud and noisy day. Once again, everyone left when the sun set, and no one bothered to stay behind to help clean up. Rima's cry of anguish disappeared into the night sky. Alright, let's do some healing, because we desperately need it. Let's also do the level ups, because we need those as well. Even though that's just going to make healing more expensive. Also, technically I don't really need to level up everybody at this point in the game. But habits die hard. Okay, that's fine for now. Full heal. Full heal. Heal. Full heal. Full heal. Alright, well at least I have enough to... yeah, I can't afford that. Gokuma, maybe? Nope. Alright, so I have most of the people healed. Let's go ahead and do some more events. We'll develop. Yeah, it gets expensive to maintain a big army, unfortunately. I'm seeing who I can take. Oh, that took all my actions. Wait, how did it take all my actions? That's weird. And that about sums it up. Let's do our best. I see. Eren had come to Raisen and Tiwi to tell them of Yukari's troublesome event and Kaguya's desire for something to pass the time. Sure enough, the announcement left the jaded pair sighing. What are those reactions supposed to mean? Well, Master, it's basically yet another of the princess's games. For her to relieve her boredom, right? Yeah, but we're the ones who end up doing all the work. It's not another of her games. And don't look so exasperated either. Are you saying that you want to do this, Master? Tiwi, are the rabbits prepared for action? You couldn't answer me directly, huh? My, no need to be so harsh. I am simply carrying out the princess's wishes. That yokai is certainly very suspicious though, so do be careful. Anyway, we'll try a bit, I guess. That's not very reassuring. If my students act as such, it doesn't reflect very well on me. We'll try a little harder then. Oh, Master, please leave everything to your humble student Tiwi. It will surely be a smooth ride if you do so. Make sure our pants aren't on fire. Good grief, you two are really a handful. Anyway, that's how it will be, so I'll leave this place to you. Eren then returned to Eientei. Raisen could only look up to the sky through a gap in the overhead bamboo thicket and sigh. I give up. Huh? Why did you sigh? That's bad, you know. What's so bad about it? The happiness I gave you disappeared along with your sigh. When did you ever bless me with happiness? It'll disappear when you notice it, obviously. And it was such a small amount that would be blown away by a light wind, too. Whatever, could you go and assemble all the rabbits? They only listen to your orders anyway. That's because I'm the oldest. They're just normal rabbits, though. I don't think they'll be able to do much. What Tiwi said was indeed true. If battle erupted against humans or yokai, they only had rabbits to defend themselves with. All they can really do was nibble at the enemies and become stew for them. Well, we could convince some humans and yokai to help us out. That's kind of... Or would you rather we face them all alone, That's... Oh, fine, do as you wish. That's an angry look. Yep, leave it to me. Tiwi then did a little twirl and skipped deeper into the forest and out of sight. Ryson watched her figure disappear into the distance and looked up at the sky again. Her eyes narrowed at the sunlight, but that wasn't the only reason why they narrowed. This is reminding me of that time. Ryson turned away, trying to avert her eyes from the images in her mind that she didn't want to see. Once again, I don't have enough. It's getting there, though. It's just gonna take time. Just a note, Remilia, Sakia, Patchouli, Mailing, and Kokuma, all of them as a team give each other buffs. The only issue is if you include Flandra, because Remilia and Flandra don't really mix very well. So I'll definitely make a team out of them. That is, if I can ever get enough money to actually heal everybody. Now, if you don't actually spend money on like leveling up and stuff like that, you'll very quickly accumulate a lot of money and just have it laying around. But I don't do that. Oh, don't have enough. That'll do it. Good enough. Aaron, how has things been since? I've been doing well, thank you very much. I'm not talking about your health. It's not like you can die anyway. I have given Adanj and Tiwi their instructions. They did not look very happy about it, though. All those rabbits look the same to me. It's hard to tell who's who. That would be because you only look at their ears. The only human-like rabbits we have are those two as well. That's still too annoying to figure out. They're all Inubas to me. Anyway, if they weren't looking happy, I guess she's still thinking about that, huh? You were actually aware of it? Ah, don't tell me you were hoping I wasn't aware of things that are going on, and thought this would be a good chance to launch a hostile takeover. Absolutely not. You're rather curt today. Did something bad happen? Ah, don't say anything. I shall try to guess what it is. Kaguya smiled impishly as she pretended to think deeply. People who were not used to her would be quite fascinated at her enigmatic behavior, but Aaron was a special case, of course. You're worried about that Inuba, right? Princess, they are both Inubas. Ah, how annoying. You know who I'm talking about. It's about Ryson. Anyone else looking at Kaguya would just see a playful smile, but only Aaron noticed a slight deep within her eyes. It is indeed as you say, her behavior has been quite anxious lately. Is she still thinking about that? Most likely, yes. Are you even on the same page as I? Well, it doesn't matter. It'll be meaningless for us to help. It's something she'll have to resolve herself. I was not expecting such a proper opinion from you. Just who do you think I am? In any case, it's time for my afternoon nap. Good night. Kaguya moved deeper into the room for her nap. Aaron waited for Kaguya to close the sliding screen, then returned to her own room. Kaguya's words and Ryson's expression melded into a refrain as she walked. I suppose she's right. It's not a problem that we should be handling, but still, perhaps I'll make some medicine for her to drink. With Aaron's power at hand, she could surely make a medicine that would temporarily resolve the problem. But the two of them already knew that it would solve nothing in the long run. They haven't done much after that sneak attack. Okay, everyone's healed finally. That took forever. Alright. Guess we can do this event. Set a feast trap. This is not gonna be fun. I think I can use everybody for the boss fight. Spoiler warning, there's a boss fight. But I don't... If I'm wrong, it's gonna be a little bit rough. So I'm trying to use characters that aren't as useful for this particular fight. Oh wow. That's gonna take an action. Alright, fine, I'll play your game. We'll just use our best ones then. That's better. This is quite clearly an incident. Yeah, I've actually been thinking of that for a while now. You lie. Hey, I'm not lying. And the proof is because this incident reminds me of something a while ago. My, what a coincidence. It brings up certain memories for me too. And that's not something to be particularly proud of. Yeah, I suppose not. But yeah, I've definitely experienced something similar to this before. Yes, people naturally gathering without anyone calling them in continuous, never-ending feast. There was a secret perpetrator behind the scenes then. The MO this time is completely the same too. Looking at the situation, they are entirely alike, so the culprit should be the same too. And she's usually in league with Yukari too. Geez, she always goes too far. Well, now you know the culprit's objective, but what can you do to stop it? We can't see her after all, so we can't lay a finger on her. Hehe, do you think I'll give up that easily? Me, a specialist? I've been keeping this a secret since it'll be trouble if she hears about it, but you'll see. Reimu smiled mysteriously as she spoke. She probably had an effective plan in mind. That's what Marissa thought, at least, so she decided to let Reimu handle everything. Here, I'll show you one of my many styles of martial arts for your entertainment. Ha! Who? Oh! A close-range form of battle using chi with your bare hands. As a swordswoman, I must keep this in mind for reference. You really are quite skillful. Do your fingers not get tired from manipulating so many dolls at the same time? That's only for amateurs. You're able to throw several knives with terrific accuracy at the same time, too, after all. Goodness, everyone's so enthusiastic even in this sweltering heat. You should try to mix around with everyone too, Patchy. You might just cure your asthma. What a nice joke. My asthma will end the day I stop breathing. Do make sure to come to me when that happens. I could use a few more people with brains. You're not allowed to headhunt for my subjects. You can take the black one if you want, though. That Raymond told me to join in normally, but not to drink. But that ain't normal at all. Just what's she planning? Marissa? It's strange to see you so deep in thought. Eh? Ah, yeah. Decapitators are real awful. That sort of fits, but it's not quite what we were talking about. Raymond, please hurry up already. Raymond stood at a faraway location from the feast, acting as its shadow. She looked at the festivities from a distance, smiling at a job well done. Good, it's progressing well. Now it just needs to get a little closer to its climax then. Raymond continued to inspect the situation from her distant location. It was barely visible among the sake-drinking crowd, but as it got wilder, a certain fog became visible and started to get thicker. Just as it was all reaching its climax, Raymond slowly stood up, spread her legs, placed her hands on her hips. Her fingers then entwined together, and she began to chant. The four borders that enclose shall exorcise the evil and negate the gloom of the Oni's calamities. Make the invisible visible, evil Oni seal. She held out the branch of a sacred tree and spoke words befitting of a shrine maiden who served her god. A gigantic barrier then includes the area of the feast, cutting it off from the outside world. Phew, that should do it. Now to apply the finishing touches. The barrier that now enclosed the area was completely colorless and transparent. It looked completely different from the inside, with a cloudy mist around it. Only tiny things like worms could get through. Hey Reimu, what's up with this thing? Marissa rushed over as soon as she saw Reimu starting to approach them. She was naturally asking about the barrier. None of the others had apparently noticed the barrier and were continuing to drink merrily. It's exactly what it looks like, a barrier. Nothing from the inside can escape out of it. Ah, I see what you're getting at. Unlike the last time, we know what we're dealing with now. No matter how much she tries to disperse, if she can't run, she'll have to show herself. She then marched right into the middle of the party. She looked left and right, but was not even slightly interested in joining. Instead, she was looking to end the enjoyable feast right this moment. Now then, you can't hide forever. Come out already. I know you're there. Rainbow folded her arms and called out to nothingness. The thin fog that was hovering over the area started to gather and materialize into a form of a human. Hi, Suika. The formation eventually completed to reveal the figure of a little girl with the body of a kid and a pair of oversized horns that looked silly on her stature. Ah, I got found out again. You did well to find me. It was obvious this is the second time after all. You sure brought a really nostalgic antique out for the occasion though. I didn't think you'd still have those barriers around. An absolute barrier that cannot be escaped easily, used for oni binding. I looked through the old books in the storehouse especially for you. Good job I suppose. Suika wasn't affected by Rainbow's displeased way of talking at all, and took another swig from the gourd that she carried with her everywhere. Want a drink, Rainbow? The feasts are now over. It's a real bother to hold these constantly, and you're the one who kept gathering them to this place, aren't you? Whoa, I've been found out that much? Then again, that was pretty much the same too. Isn't it fine though? Everyone had a lot of fun. Suika glanced over at the partygoers who still haven't noticed that the Oni who was always at the feast had shown up. They were still too busy continuing the feast. Y'all should stop too. Oh, but today's the last time after all, so we have to enjoy it to the fullest. Indeed, I don't even know what you're making such a big fuss over. You knew from the beginning, didn't you? Well, yeah, it's no longer an incident if we know what the cause of it. And we're not troubling anyone. Yes, you are. I'm breaking up the party right now, by force if I have to. By force, huh? Suika slowly began to stand up, gourd still attached to mouth, reacting to Reima's exclamation. She stood steadily and confidently, as if she was ready to beat anyone and everyone up, despite all the sake she drank. You're boasting about your strength in front of an Oni, huh? When did you get so haughty? Why did you do this to begin with? If you wanted to drink, no one would mind if you did it normally. That's because the black one over there. She'd said something that really got on my nerves. Me? Marissa, what did you say to her? I seriously have no idea. What'd I do? You said that I wasn't needed. Huh? Right, let's keep a discreet eye on it. Ah, using my head too much makes me hungry. Let's get some soba while we're here. I'll take mine with tempura. Who said I'm treating you? Who said they wanted to be treated? I'll take tofu soba then. The cold tofu goes wonderfully with the hot soba. As for you, I'll treat you to a slice of watermelon. Forget it. Especially the bit about the watermelon. I don't need anything that reminds me of a certain Oni. Oops. I finally came back to Gensokyo and some human went and said I'm not needed. So I figured I'd give her another lesson on the strength of the Oni. So you were the source of all the troubles. Hey, I wasn't talking about Suiki, I was talking about the watermelons. You were listening in? Yeah, I was. I was the fog near you. Anyway, that's why... So let's get started. You gotta do some exercise after some heavy drinking. Oni really are such troublemakers. I wanted to resolve this peacefully, but since this is the case now, you better prepare yourself. Prepare myself? Hey, your memory isn't too good. I'll make you remember once again the power of the ancient Oni that humans and yokai have forgotten. And here we are, we get to fight Suika, and she's a boss. And yay, we get to use everybody. Alright, let's open up with... what option? Actually, that's a good idea. Let's use Keen. Who else can I use? Yuka's fine. And we'll try to use Kokuma. Try being the key word here. So, far, close. You can be medium, you can be far. Why am I using Yuka? Stop that. We'll use Yuka. Kokuma, Marissa, Keen. Okay, let's do this. Ow. Well, Reima's almost dead. Alright, well, actually I'm running out of time, so let me go ahead and call this a video, and when we come back, we will fight Suika Ibuki. So, until then, I am the Depressed Viewer, and this was Sengoku Gensokyo. See you guys later.